didn't exist beforehand, but like it's just been a godsend, honestly.
The thing
Okay.
about Discord for me as an independent developer is
See here. I
it's
gotta
really made
figure out how to get.
getting like live conversations with our community going so seamless and easy because everybody who talks about games is already on Discord. Amazing, and we have 10,000 people in our Discord. That's
Of course,
nuts.
being last minute about this,
The
I didn't make
problem
sure
being
that
with
the
Discord is that if you have just 12 people in a Discord,
stream
they're all
is
talking to each
working.
other, you're going to get drama. So it's like the challenge for indie game developers is, yes, it's this incredible tool. It's totally low-hanging fruit. Everyone has it, but you need to give resource to it literally every single day, and it's very it's demanding. It's demanding, but I love my Discord, and they're my little freaks. So I wouldn't give them up for anything. We have also kept our forums open at the same time, though, just to like play the field.
I have audio. I don't have video.
Never been easier thanks to Discord. And now the
Property
number one moment
is-
from the last decade. All right,
There
we're
we go.
nearly ready to start the PC gaming show.
There we go.
Who's ready?
Hello,
Actually,
thanks to Suki Takeda.
Is our host ready? Let's
We're about
check
to
in.
watch
Hey,
the PC Game
Sean, How's
Showcase.
it looking over there, buddy? You got your hosting pants on yet?
Frankie, indeed, I am wearing pants, but you just can't rush this kind of beauty.
Sean, I know you're already hosting the show along with our friend Mika Burton, but can we steal a moment to get your thoughts on, the most historically significant thing that's happened in PC gaming since 2015?
For our 10th anniversary, Frankie, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Because when you think about a brand new release, it's trying to do something more, bigger explosions, better graphics, maybe pushing some technical thing to the limit. Like PUBG did not really run very well on release. Like I was getting 20 frames per second when I played, but it was so compelling and it breaks like 3 million concurrents. And then Fortnite switches its core gameplay away from that build a base and defend things at night into a battle royale and becomes the #1 game in the world. And I think that it was so impactful because it was like watching the birth of a new genre. People that did not play shooter games like me had such clarity as to what you needed to be doing at all points in time, and there's 100 people in the game.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Me
again,
too.
I don't think that I've played something that compelling since.
This is some kind
Thank
of
you so much to Sean
I don't know,
and all of our other
pre-show
experts for
thing they're
sharing
doing, I
their
don't know.
biggest moments with us. Read
It's
more
like
about the
40
biggest
seconds
gaming
left
moments from
anyway.
the last decade of PC gaming on PCGamer.com, and let us know your favorite gaming moments using the hashtag PCGamingShow.
Oh my god, come on. I'm grabbing my hands. I forgot tracker for that. Okay. This was pretty impromptu. I didn't actually know that this was going on. Like, honestly, I did not really keep up with Summer Games Fest. Like, honestly, I didn't even know when it was actually happening until, it started happening 2 days ago, and then I was kind of like, whatever at the time. I kind of wish I'd watched stuff, because I saw some of the games that happened for the Xbox showcase earlier today, and like, actually, I was like, oh, these actually look good. So let's see what's going on for this showcase.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to the PC Gaming Show 2024. Once again, I'm absolutely thrilled to be your host. My name is Sean Day9 Plot. We've got another great show for you, packed with trailers, exclusives, and lots of surprises, but here is what I'm most excited about. Joining me once again is the inimitable Mika Burton. Get in here, Mika. Come on in.
I'm on my way.
Take
Thank
it
you,
away.
Sean. I am so glad to be here and be a part of this milestone in the history of the PC gaming show. Seriously, like a whole decade covering the ever-changing landscape of PC gaming and all of the incredible games during that time. That's pretty impressive.
We've had a good run. 10 years is a long time, and if this show was a child, it would be slamming doors and belittling me in public and still asking for V-Bucks in Fortnite.
Yeah, well, before we take a look at the future of PC gaming,
That's
let's
cringe.
get a bit nostalgic and take a look back at some of our favorite moments from the last 10 years of the show.
Oh, dude. Cue the emotive montage music.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Well, over the years, we've featured so many great games, some of which got their start right here on the PC Gaming Show. So, who remembers some of those gems?
I mean, I remember in 2021 when we turned a graphics card into a spaceship, or when we did various attempts to replace our host with artificial intelligence. It was an innocent time. We were so young and naive back then.
We sure were. And what about
Oh,
way
actually,
back
remember
when the PC
whatever
gaming
that
show
one was that just
live,
showed up.
and
It
we
was
had
like last year or
developers like
something.
Dean Hall and Warren Spector, and oh my God, look at Baby Day 9.
Oh, and I still look like that.
I mean,
And who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1969, live streaming from a surface of a little white rock that we call the moon?
hey, what?
Wait, what?
Wow. I don't know if it's my dwindling oxygen levels or the fact that my internal organs are floating weightlessly around my body. Man, this game is making me feel very dizzy with excitement. Houston, anything new on the RPG front?
Hey, what?
And who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1350, a personal favorite of mine? Now, for fans of Sticks and Pebbles, prepare to lose thy stools for Sticks and Pebbles 2. Developed by peasants and published by Microsoft.
Okay.
Simply boil some water to access it on Steam.
Sean, you know some of those things
God.
didn't really happen, right?
Oh, of course, Mika, I know. I'm not an idiot. Moon landing, sure.
Well, we
Oh, how
have
dare
some
he.
more exciting news. No 10th anniversary show would be complete without our favorite Brit and gaming goddess. It's none other than Frankie Ward.
Thank you so much, Mika. It's great to see you and Sean again. And to celebrate 10 years, I even got us a little cake. But I do think I speak for everyone watching when I say, could you two stop goofing around and just get to the trailers already?
Well, in a second. But Frankie, riddle me this. Why aren't you, like, here with us?
Well, I'm kind of expecting a pretty special delivery.
Oh, I get you. Big Amazon orders.
Yeah, makes
Can't miss
sense,
those.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sign.
Right?
Something a little more important. I'll be here with my unborn mind flayer having a watch party. And I'm just gonna chill out here on the couch, have some snacks, and be on hand to jump in whenever the mood takes me.
Congratulations to
Also,
her, I guess.
why are you standing there like a couple of lemons anyway? You should take a page from my book and take a load off.
Ooh, hey, Frankie, I think you're onto something. I mean, this is way better.
Yeah, thank you, Frankie. And you know what? Thank you, chair scientists everywhere.
I'm glad you're both comfortable because we've got a great show today. Trailers to the most exciting upcoming PC games, exclusive world premiere announcements of brand new games, interviews and behind the scenes looks at upcoming releases and lots more.
But first, let's kick off this year's 2024 PC Gaming Show with 3 huge world premiere announcements. Here we go.
What the heck is that goofy little thing? Oh my god, what are these things? I'm getting a... Oh, the Game of the Jellies. That's what it's reminding me of. Slime Rancher, that's it. I'm getting that vibe. Yeah, Slime Rancher, yeah. You got a feeling that's gonna be a very chill game. An even goofier mount. Speaking of slimes. Among the Wild. Closed alpha.
From the creators of Dolph-Romantic and Kurzgesagt comes a new game in space. Meet
A game in
the
space?
Starbirds. Help them claim nearby asteroids. You'll need to build stuff.
Oh.
You'll need to gather stuff. You'll need to connect stuff to other stuff to produce even more stuff. To advance your technology and reach for the stars. Explore countless asteroids. They're packed with resources and come in all shapes and sizes. Stay curious. You never know what you may find.
They really had that planet.
Starbirds, coming
They
to a
really had an
solar
Amogus
system near
planet.
you. Wishlist now on Steam.
That looks like the kind of game that you would get stuck in for like hours. Like that's seems like an easy way to lose like 8 hours in one day. Okay. It's like SNES Conan Exiles with guns or something. Honestly, it does not look like my cup of tea, but I'm not really huge on like the pixelated games. I'm a hard sell when it comes to that. Lornvale.
Wow, Lornvale looks great. A fantasy world with post-apocalyptic vibes, guns, but also magic. Sign me the heck up. And actually, Mika, question for you. What do you think you would become in a lawless fantasy world? Seriously.
Well, I could see myself as like a ruthless bounty hunter,
Dig
blasting away
you dig
hordes of
pixel art.
enemies
Yeah, I
with
know a
a
lot of
six
people
shooter,
do
Or
too.
maybe I'd become a silver-tongued traitor, you know, talking my way out of dangerous situations.
Wait, but what about me?
For you, I picture a dead body, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense. I mean, I would die quickly.
Yeah.
People have always said I look like the Disco Elysium bloated corpse.
Right? It really checks out. Well, in Lornvale, it looks like both of our visions can come true. Hey, now, Sean, since we're talking about fantasy games, lots of them let you practice alchemy, right? But how
Sure.
about a tycoon game that lets you practice alchemy?
Oh, Mika, is your clever wordplay indicative of me getting to brew my own beer?
You are so right, Sean. It is, but more than just that. In our next game, you build and manage a monastery, keep your monks happy, and create your very own ale recipes.
Oh, Mika, at last, a game that caters to my desire for medieval, mead-based monastery management.
Roll out the barrels as we raise a goblet or two to Ale Abbey.
If it's anything like this one bartending game I have, medieval tavern game that I have, like I probably Tavern Master, yeah, that's what it's called. I probably would get pretty sucked into that too. Nope, that looks completely different. Yeah, no, as far as like a pixel game goes, if I was one I'd have to play, like, it'd probably be more like this. I don't know, the more detail you have, the more I can maybe get into it. That was a really huge basement. Wow, they are all about the pixel art games. Streets of Rogue 2? I've never even heard of the first one. my god, did they just get like really huge? I get why people like games like this too, because it's just so all over the place and really goofy.
I think it's time, Red.
I told you, my name is Ringo.
Play an anime.
And how does this thing work?
You just have to combine the words. Like this. Super Fire King!
Oh my god, you make up like names of moves.
Found your weakness.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful with the
That's
face.
actually kind of funny.
I guess it's just you and me now.
Seems that way.
I've never seen the stars like this before.
Well, make sure you put on your seatbelt.
Yeah, word combo RPG. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Wander Stars. Well, you can play the demo right now.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
What do you mean coming up? Just do it. Why do you have to tell me what's coming up? Are you going to commercial break or something? Starting to get a general vibe from all of these. They're all goofy. A lot of them are like these like simulation kind of games. That one's only like a couple of weeks away.
Zoe, I was beginning to think you'd never make it. Ah, you were looking for answers. For you, these centuries would have passed in an instant. I once served your father.
That was a long fall.
I helped him lay the groundwork for everything you see here. I am Savi. Welcome, Zoe.
Stealth, but also hack and slash. Steel Seed. That one's coming to like everything except Switch. Actually, I think I heard about Steel Seed. I think I knew about that one already.
We need to
This one already actually looks kind of interesting too, low-key. Just the art style. A Doom Noir game. Fallen Aces. Yeah, boomer shooter. That's the word.
Thugs like you were all the same.
Throwing rats at people's
Well, there
faces.
is an offer that you can't refuse. So, how about you, good fella? Are you ready to get your knuckles bloody with Fallen Aces?
Well, Mika, I'd rather use a lead pipe. You know, because I have these fragile RTS digits.
Yeah, okay. Well, good news, Sean. You will recognize our next game, Stormgate, a real-time strategy game. It's given off some big StarCraft vibes, which is not surprising since it's being made by a team of former StarCraft developers. And hey, Sean.
Yeah.
You've played StarCraft like an hour or two, right?
Oh, yes, Mika. I've played maybe even 3 hours. I even dipped a toe in a little bit.
Crazy.
But now for all you RTS fans out there, heads up, because with Stormgate, we've got a lot more than just a trailer. We visited the developer Frost Giant Studios for a close-up look at their new RTS. So get those hand stretches going, prop up your gaming chair, and stay hydrated. Prepare to do battle in Stormgate.
Before the Infernals invaded us on Earth and destroyed human civilization, they engaged in battle with their sworn enemies, the Celestial Armada. Angelic form merged with advanced technology. The Celestials fight unlike anything we've seen, harnessing both light and darkness. They have new ways to mine resources and centralized army production. Their flying arc ship cascades power, which they use to expand infrastructure, energize their army, and enhance their abilities.
Enemies beware. A higher purpose.
Now, the Celestial Armada is here. Earth is the latest battleground, and the war, it's just getting started.
They look like tabletop miniatures. Probably a lot of StarCraft fans that are gonna love that one. Frost Giant Studios, that name's familiar.
The
Look what they
Celestial
made.
Armada is this dying alien race that is moving through the galaxy, and they are ancient beings that stretch back to the origins of the universe itself. And everything from their beings to their civilization to where they live is technologically driven. And we love playing into that mechanically with how they express themselves on the battlefield in the game. With each faction that we develop, we start with a core identity. The Vanguard, we have this plucky human resistance. They're about adaptability, and with the Infernals, we really explored the idea of a unit-focused faction that could have a different way of summoning their troops into the battlefield. With the Celestials, when we started out, we really wanted to push a lot of boundaries. And we thought, how can we make a building-focused faction? And also a faction that introduces map-wide mobility. They are anchored by this idea that they're descending into the atmosphere from the Celestial Armada. And so when you're playing as this faction and can build structures all across the map in different places very easily, in many ways it becomes this strategic dance about where the conflict is playing out on a map. So we've kind of shifted the focus onto the buildings themselves. There's going to be a lot of emergent gameplay that players will discover on their own that we are not planning for. And that's actually what we want from the Celestials. Is we want to give players a bunch of options, a bunch of flexibility, and a bunch of interesting toys to play with, and then see what comes out the other side. And if you're the type of player that really likes coming up with this innovative way to outsmart opponents, the Celestial faction is designed for you.
With Celestials, we've
I can respect
really
that philosophy.
done something that is pure original thinking from this team that is not something that we've seen before in a real-time strategy game. And it took a lot of iteration to get to the point that it felt balanced and where it felt correctly comparable to the other two races.
Stormgate is a Blizzard-style RTS, and so by saying that we're continuing the legacy of Warcraft and StarCraft, we're really looking at that core RTS experience. But we really believe that even within a Blizzard-style RTS, there's a lot of room to innovate, and there's a lot of creative boundaries that can be pushed to bring new styles of play and new experiences for players. And so we are really excited about bringing a lot of new ideas into the genre. We want you to have this asymmetric experience where playing one faction or another faction really feels almost like a different game entirely.
I feel like that's the right way to go about it for what their target audience is.
Tick rate than any real-time strategy game that's ever come before. In a nutshell, essentially what that means is, as a player, the time between clicking and seeing their actions take place is faster than any other RTS game that's really ever come out. As a player, it just feels really, really good to play.
One of the biggest design challenges that we faced with Stormgate is creating a game that maintains the high-skill gameplay that has been the heart of RTS for so long, but still provides an on-ramp for new players coming in that doesn't scare them away. It's okay to be a high-skill game. It's actually a good and appealing thing. We never want to water down that aspect of RTS, but we talk a lot about lowering the skill floor, which means making it more approachable for new players coming in without taking away the high skill elements of the game that make RTS so exciting.
That sounds like a very tricky thing to try and do.
Early access is much more about bringing the community along with us and benefiting from that feedback that the community provides us to really make the game what they tell us they want. We've been having conversations with the community, and together, hopefully, that we really are able to craft something that feels collaborative. We're sharing it at a much earlier stage than any game that we've worked on in the past. But it is a better way to make games. And I believe that Stormgate, as it evolves, will turn into something that is literally the best game that we've ever worked on as a result.
We hope you've enjoyed this exclusive first look at our Celestial faction. Stormgate's free to play. It's available to everyone and will be launching fully into early access on August 13th. But you can join us before then on July 30th by going to Steam and picking up one of our bundles that's available today.
Free to play. You know what that means. Let's see how that works out.
Well, douse
Maybe it'll be okay.
Light and mine my minerals. I am beyond excited for Stormgate.
Hey, Sean, if you're excited for RTS madness, wait until you hear this. I've been using pretzels to scoop up my ice cream instead of a spoon. Pretzels, they're like spoons you can eat.
Oh, solid logic, Frankie, but why are you telling me this now?
It's strategy, Sean. Optimum watch party strategy. No spoons, nothing to wash later. Get it? Here is another example. Let's say someone knocks on my door during the watch party. A regular person would get up and answer the door, but me? I just hurl this brick through my front window, and whoever was knocking runs away in terror. Bricks, they're like spoons you can throw.
I feel like I'm really starting to get you, Frankie. A window brick sounds totally overpowered. I think you're onto something.
My point is this. It's a really exciting time for strategy games on PC, and we've got so many more to show you today, starting right now. All you turn-based tactics fanatics out there do not want to miss this next one.
I got the implication that the gameplay is pretty different depending on which of those factions you choose in this game. Maybe. The squad tactics game that doesn't give the enemy team a free scramble on combat start, yeah. Can make them surrender? That's different. Fight for your shareholders. That's a phrase I never thought I'd hear in a video game trailer. Of the bayou. Is it card based or the cards just represent? No, it is card based, isn't it? Those toads look mean.
When the demon looked upon the earth, it was the look of death.
So Camlet is really trying to summon a demon from another dimension. What a twat.
The primary mission is to sabotage Camlet's operation at any cost.
A splendid hiding
Had to put it in there somewhere. The Wilhelm
How
scream.
about a little switcheroo?
You got equipped with thinamajigs too.
You're not the only one with tricks up your sleeve.
Tight passages, traversing the rooftops, will require some cunning.
Don't mind me.
Did you just melt him?
It's an incredibly complicated chemical reaction. But yes. Impressive.
Terrifying.
It has its uses.
The
Oh,
glimpses
Werebear.
of a strange machine he's been working on. I have no idea what it does.
We'll keep it simple then. Stab and shoot our way to the off button.
They said that a career in archaeology would be uneventful.
I definitely like the art style and tone they were going for with that one. The implication of like what kind of story it may have.
Stealth, tactics, a ragtag group of scientists, and a werebear. What
How are we gonna
great
stealth with a
world premiere
werebear?
trailer. And speaking of trailers, Mika, we've had a ton of them on the PC gaming show over the last 10 years. You want to hear some stats?
Oh my God, is Master Chief a Covenant killing machine?
Has and always will be, Mika. And in the first 10 years of this show, we've piped into your hungry little eyeballs over 79,018 seconds of exclusive PC gaming content, streaming in a plethora of languages and regions.
And that's not all, Sean. We have worked closely with developers to provide exclusive behind-the-scenes content and showcase some of the most exciting games of the past decade, all of which can be found over on our Steam page.
Indeed, and hey, how about a few more of those stats?
Ooh.
According to chat, a whopping 98.7% of viewers tuned in live right now want us to hurry up and get on with the next trailer. So hey, can't argue with facts.
No, you can't.
Hey PC gamers, my name is Dave and I'm the director at Mighty Yell, and if you know us, you know we like to make things that are weird, uplifting, and fun. With those things in mind, I cannot wait to show you our brand new expressive dance battle adventure, All Systems Dance. All Systems Dance takes the fun of freely dancing and moving through a space, combines it with some tense arena combat and a heartfelt and funny story, all in the name.
Did he like run a few
taking
laps
down
right before doing this or what?
Look, we wanted to make a game about dance because, well, we're not the greatest dancers. I'm not. But that doesn't matter.
That's it.
The
He was
thing about
dancing
dance
right
is that
before.
Everyone can dance. And if everyone can dance, and dance is what you need to save the world, then maybe everyone can save the world. I'm going to let the teaser speak for itself, but please go to allsystemsdance.com for more information. Thank you for watching this, for being a part of this with us. And remember, the revolution will not be choreographed.
Welcome to Port Tomorrow, a perfect place for every Whoosh citizen to work, socialize, and relax. We here at Whoosh have thought of everything, so you never have to.
Don't believe their marketing and don't believe their messaging. This is the face of Whoosh. Look around. We are all trapped here on this island. We are being watched and we have to fight back. I know they outnumber us, but we've discovered their weakness. Their weakness is dance. Dance reprograms them. Dance makes them see us as more than just a number on a spreadsheet. You have to dance. You have to dance like your life depends on it. Take back control, free yourself, and feel the movement. The revolution will not be choreographed.
I'm not sure what to think of that one. I literally don't know what I think of. I don't think I entirely comprehended what just happened. Not Max. Ah, haha. Because it's. Yeah, my first thought was, of course, Mad Max. Okay, this one was kind of fun. Oh yeah, you know, I love riding around in a garbage truck. The fumes. Yeah, the card game looks good. Mother sulfurs. I decided to include more shit in it. I've never heard of this one. Apparently there was already a demo for some time now. Oh, it's just called Sulfur. Okay.
Atlas 1-1, this is Zeus. Do you copy? Over. We've detected the anomalous presence in the Iron Corridor area. We need you to localize it and contain it. There's a lot of blue and red activity there. Do not engage. I repeat, do not engage. Your goal is simple. Search and contain the anomaly. I repeat, search.
Okay, I was like barely interested at first, but now I'm a little interested. What's happening? Where do they go? Oh, that's weird. That's so unsettling. It's like some SCP stuff.
Atlas, do you copy? Respond, Atlas.
Okay, yeah, I want to know what that's about already. Serious Backrooms game. Did you know they apparently actually found where the Backrooms were? It's in Oshkosh,
Okay, Mika, pop quiz.
Wisconsin.
But I didn't study,
For those
Sean.
who are
Right,
not
listen, let's say
immediately
you
from
find yourself
Wisconsin.
face to face with a huge mutant super soldier whose arm is
Yeah,
being
I know,
replaced by a
right?
chainsaw.
Apparently
What
that
do you
photo
do?
was taken in like the 2000s,
If I were
though.
a mad scientist working for an evil mega corporation, you know, like you do, I would probably replace its other arm with a grappling hook.
Oh my God, perfect, because that means you would fit right in at Tripwire Interactive, who have been working for years to bring us the next installment in the Killing Floor series. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the franchise has been a huge staple of the PC gaming show since its inception back in 2015. Tripwire have actually been at 9 PC gaming shows.
Oh, that's crazy.
In the upcoming sequel, players will face off against a new upgraded generation of Zeds in this long-awaited co-op horror FPS.
And the Zeds aren't the only things that have gotten an upgrade. To learn more, we visited those mad scientists at Tripwire Interactive for this exclusive look at the guns and gore of Killing Floor 3.
I never played the first two. I wonder if this one would be interesting, though. You'd think each one would be better than the last. I think it's the core gameplay that I'm kind of whatever on. The whole just like COD Zombies kind of gameplay. I'm gonna play 2 of that. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Like a Buster sword in his forehead. I was gonna say, is this the same thing?
Action horror would be the thing that we focused on from the beginning with Killing Floor 3. It was really about science gone wrong. I mean, even like, look at this set.
What were the first two
As
games
a kid
about?
of the 80s and 90s, I just loved the Dark Horse Aliens and Predator comics. There were some elements in there about trying to create biological weapons set in a thematically dystopian themed world. So we wanted to tie that in. But from Predator and Aliens, one of the things that you see the most is basically a group of well-trained badasses who have to use every single bullet, every single grenade, every single weapon to handle the things that they're being faced with, these kind of insurmountable odds. Those moments are what motivate us, and that's when Killing Floor is at its best.
There's just a combination of just so many small elements that we've improved over Killing Floor 2 experience. We've increased the amount of Zeds that are in the world at one time, so the battle feels way more epic.
We knew we wanted Zeds to become more challenging.
That's all anyone wants to hear, right? More enemies.
How they damage you. So the cone of danger has essentially increased dramatically. Anywhere on screen Zeds can be, so I have to kind of keep
Anywhere
my eye on
off
the
screen,
swivel
too.
and really learn how to prioritize my targets. It's not essentially what's closest to me, but what can get to me faster, what's going to do more damage. It's just more ways to kind of amplify not only the action, but that horror element as well in KF3.
We have like very detailed hit detection system now, and you can blow off any limb. Every bullet hole that hits
Oh,
it
that is
stays
gory.
there permanently. Exactly where you burn the creature is where you'll see its flesh burnt. We actually have Zeds where you can blow limbs off and they'll keep fighting you if it's not a critical spot of that Zed.
Most of our Zeds have somewhat of a critical zone on it. So certain Zed tech, like on the flesh pound, on his back, on his chest, they'll glow. If you shoot that, it will explode off and expose like an inner critical zone that when you shoot will kind of deal the ultimate killing blow to that Zed. One thing that's always felt great in Killing Floor is shooting things in the head. We wanted there to be variety when you do that. Their heads are made up of multiple meshes so that it can essentially open up and kind of randomizes what that head could look like. There is the opening shot of Day of the Dead, where there's literally just a massive tongue and maybe like a few teeth hanging there. We're very big horror fans. There's kind of like little Easter eggs throughout everything. That impact and that feedback and that variation makes shooting things in the head feel incredibly rewarding. We hope you enjoyed that exclusive look at Killing Floor 3. For more information, visit killingfloor3.com and wishlist now.
I suppose a game like that, when it's just you're just doing that one thing, that's the whole game. You do have to get little details like that right.
I've already added it to my wish list, and look at this, Mika. Oh. I've also been in their Discord for 3 weeks.
Sean, that is the Discord for Cleaning Floor 3, the mopping simulator.
Yeah, polish.
I mean, I was kind of wondering why there was so little chat about killing Zeds and so much about preventing streak marks on kitchen floors.
All right, let's leave Zeds behind because in our next game, there is a different type of mob filling the streets. Thousands of screaming sports fanatics. You can manage traffic, security, and logistics for athletes and fans in football tycoon game Coppa City. Here's the world premiere trailer.
I already don't care, sports ball. Zoning out. So bored, can't focus.
This city is about to experience a football game that could be the greatest it has ever seen. You are responsible for how it will go down in history. Get ready to host the biggest clubs from all around the world. You will have to manage every single detail. Prepare for thousands of fans swarming your city. Filling the streets with energy you can only get from football fever. But remember, safety is a top priority. It's all in your hands. Can you find the right balance?
The fans are getting excited, but the pressure on the organizers is rising.
Can you give them what they want? Can you create a night they will remember forever? Everything comes down to your decisions.
Take the hordes of zombies from Killing Floor 3 and put it in the game, and then make me have to fight them off while the game is playing. Like, maybe then it'll be interesting.
Fiesta. Copper City 25, the first football tycoon.
Oh, I like Unpacking. I just started playing that again like a few days ago. That one's a super chill one if you haven't played that. It's exactly like the name implies, unpacking. It's just the whole game. You're just unpacking stuff into your new apartment. You go from like year to year in somebody's life. This particular one I'm not so sure about. I don't know about this one so far. First Arsenal. Oh yeah. Oh, you watch football. It's okay. It's okay if you watch football. It's just we don't. Or I don't, I should say. American or otherwise. They kind of got me with the watch out for that chomper guy thing.
Hey, Candy Narwhal! Dog with the face of the guy from the deli! Pinch Elfin Princess and Nightmare Clown!
Hey, Cat!
Are you ready to play awesome games in my own fantasy megaverse? I hope I never wake up! Bad Clown! So what's up first? A little Halo capture the flag, or...
Have a lovely picnic?
Sure.
Cat, we've been talking.
What is
You
happening?
do know about PC Game Pass, right?
PC Game Pass? What's that?
Oh, this is a Game Pass ad. Okay.
Like going to a PC gamer's dreamland, only you're awake and he's not here. Tell me all about it!
You'll get day one access to some of the biggest new releases, along with a curated library of PC games.
It even includes an EA Play membership. And it's crammed to the gunnels with exclusive member benefits and discounts. If I were human instead of a ripped dream elf, then I'd use it to try games and buy them for less. Huzzah! Sick! Can I play with my friends? Ask them yourself! Huzzah!
Game Pass was actually how I originally tried Unpacking.
So it's a gaming membership designed specifically for PC players, and you get all these awesome features for a low monthly price? Exactly! You even get exclusive Riot Games benefits. Uh-oh. Thanks, guys.
I do actually like using Game Pass for just trying things that I wasn't necessarily planning on buying, but it's like, oh, if I could just try it out for free, like, sure, why not? Same with PlayStation Plus, to be honest.
You know, it's not often I get to say this, but that terrifying clown and his admittedly cute friends really know what they're talking about.
Oh, they sure do, Mika. PC Game Pass is a great way to try out tons of PC games without having to buy them at full price.
So true. Well, let's keep the show rolling with some more trailers.
I forgot Pal World was on it. Not that I need it, because I have it on Steam, but... I don't really have an opinion on that one. It just seemed like whatever to me.
Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere. We're making a covert revenge thriller FPS about a secret agent turns down one last job too many and gets hunted across the North American wilderness by the military-industrial complex. And I was like, hey, can I shoot this promo here? And they said, well, it's Texas. Of course we can hunt you. And I said, what's that?
He said a lot of words just now. I didn't miss like most of them.
About developers and their players is WASP slander. Now, I could tell you about how Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere, is making an exciting new action game, but if you get anything out of this next trailer, I hope it's that WASPs are evil bastards and they should be shot on sight. Thank you.
He has got to slow down.
The more you hide, the more agents we send. And the more agents we send, well...
Just like Mario jumped on him.
Come on out, you big bitch.
Okay.
Wait! I've got hiding!
Agent down!
Running animation with a gun is goofy.
Boarding spotted!
Just threw the gun in like a way that there's no way the gun would just fly like that.
He's going for the head!
Be careful what you wish for.
That seemed kind of insane.
The Cataclysmo left us broken. Lost. But we rose, piece by piece. Night after night. They broke us once. But I see no broken souls today. I see a people carved from stone. And with this stone, we will rebuild.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Is that what that was? Wave defense? Okay. I was kind of yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. That was them attacking that thing? They looked like they were dancing or something.
Listen, I don't care what you were doing back on Earth, shooting hobos in tracksuits or sweating in a bush in some godforsaken jungle. This is nothing like what you've ever faced. Our intel confirms enemy operators deployed in the AO.
Rocket propelled grenade and a
Alien
shotgun
freaks can be killed in
barrel?
flight. Keep your mission objective a priority, and I'll see you on the other side. Moving out.
Okay, that is a really good guitar tone. Like, that is... Because that's like an 8-string or 9-string. I know that was random. I actually low-key was thinking something similar with the Killing Floor trailer, but...
Excellent work as always, Day 9. What's up, everybody? I'm Tasteless, and I am joined with David Kim and Artosis. Today, we're going to be talking to you about a very exciting new game, Battle Aces, a fast-action RTS.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. So this first building that you see right here is my core. This is where my units train out of. And also, if I lose the core, then I lose the game.
It seems like in this game, you can expand like within seconds of it starting. Is that correct?
Yeah, so right when the game starts, you have enough resources to either expand, tech, or build an army to attack with.
You know, something that we keep seeing show up on this screen right now is that intelligence bar. This is one of my favorite things about Battle Aces, where you can immediately see not just your unit deck, but your opponent's as well, and start strategizing from the get-go.
For sure, and not only that, I can also see the precise, I guess, tech progress of my opponent and vice versa too. So we can strategize very precisely in this game.
So with these unit decks, you can make almost any combination of units. How many units exactly are in the game Battle Aces right now?
Yeah, so we have 45 units planned for the closed beta, but we'll be adding new units every single season.
What?
So the possibilities of strategy will be endless.
Now, I notice here on the intelligence
I think
bar,
this is
you
trying
can
to be a
see
league
you're teching
competitor.
up, your opponent is taking that faster third base. And I see you're playing like a very defensive, tech-oriented game, whereas your opponent is playing a bit more fast-paced, right? Like he's running around, he's doing the attacking while you're doing the defending.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the different types of strategies that can be used for different players?
So in this specific game, I'm trying to show off a more easier way to play. So you'll notice that I'm not really clicking all that much kind of thing. So my basic strategy is in tier 1, I have these recall units that can teleport back to any of my bases, making it a very easy defensive option. And I'm straight teching to king crabs that are very strong at harassing enemy bases and expansions.
Now, game timers and RTSs is not like a new thing, but what's interesting about this one is that this game counter is counting down. What's the story with that?
Yeah, so we have a max game limit of 10 minutes in this game. So when the timer reaches 0, then the game will end. And the winning player is whoever has the higher score.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, we noticed that the 2 king crabs you have, they seem to be on a stealth mission here. It seems like you're skirting the bottom of the map, maybe going up for a little bit of
short matches then.
harassment, a little bit of counterattacking.
Yeah, for sure. So I sent 2 to the back so that I can take down one of these bases, hopefully, and while playing a defensive game. But
I don't know
enemy
why, but I
noticed
kind of like
that,
those
and
little
because
crab
he can't,
dudes.
He was kind of off position. That's why he went all in on my third base.
Yeah, it looks like he will end up killing off your third base here, and in fact brings in a huge army, but it looks like you will defend, unfortunately losing that third base.
Yeah, but I do have a bigger army, and I was able to save those 2 king crabs and bring them back. So I'm feeling pretty good about this massive attack right here.
Yeah, it looks like you're pushing forward, and that is a very scary army with that many king crabs. Let's see how you end up doing. It does look like it's going to end up being a rout, even taking down his flying units there. It looks like you've done a great job this game, David. And, you know, I got to say, guys, I've played a lot of Battle Aces. And if you want a more in-depth look at the high skill expression available, check it out at playbattleaces.com.
And we'll be starting our beta very soon, in a few weeks. So please make sure to sign up for the beta while you're there at the site.
And be sure to wish list it on Steam. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we have. Day 9, back to you.
It looked like, well, I said it looked like League, but I think that seemed more like it was just one-on-one.
Thanks, Artosis. And Nick Tasteless Plot, my
It's
literal
probably not as
brother
similar
that
to League
refers
as I thought
me
it was.
by my internet moniker.
Well, now, Sean, Frankie told us there'd be a lot of great new strategy games in our show, and you know, she was right. There has never been a better time to be a PC gamer and an RTS fan. And with the lightning-fast action of its 1v1 and 2v2 modes, Battle Aces is a big reason why.
And
next up, Citizen Sleeper 2.
Wait, wait, I'm sorry. I thought I was
no,
gonna...
I thought it...
It's me,
Oh,
right?
no.
Well, look,
That name sounds
if you
familiar.
don't mind,
Yeah,
a little
no,
mix-up, but
go for it. Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
The world of a malfunctioning android housing the digitized consciousness of a human being can be treacherous existence at the best.
I was supposed to introduce that trailer. Me, Mika. And then he just swoops in and steals it. Oh, you've made a powerful enemy today, Plot.
Mika, is everything okay?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay, great. As I was saying, this new installment.
Keep talking, Day 9, and you won't have 9 days left after I...
Look, Mika,
What?
we can all hear your thoughts.
What? How?
Well, yeah, you recorded them earlier, you know, in the voiceover studio. I mean, that's the audio that's getting piped
I'm
into
breaking
the
the
studio
fourth
right
wall.
now. Guys, can we go ahead and mute 003 Mika's internal rage.wave right now?
You got it, Sean.
I'm sorry, I just, I really wanted to introduce the trailer. I'm like the TTRPG girl.
Okay, you know what, honestly,
yeah.
totally fine.
I'll admit that was
Go
a
ahead.
decent joke, especially making it go like
You've lost your memory and there's a bounty.
a couple of ways. Oh my god, really?
Okay, wait, hold on. Where are my vengeful thoughts?
Oh.
Sorry, Sean. We got taped over with one of our nature documentaries.
All right, well, just play that, I guess.
Well, as I was saying, you've lost your memory.
The Bolivian gulping iguana sounds its mating call, a noise often described as nature's dumbest sound.
Oh, forget it. Just cue the dang thing.
Well, in all of its uninterrupted glory, here's our first ever look at the gameplay in Citizen Sleeper 2, which I got to announce and not Sean.
Yeah, okay, that was actually a decent skit, yeah.
We're in trouble. Lane's closing in, and we need this next contract to go right. But nothing's gone right so far. That contract Carson gave us was trouble from the start. thought for a moment that derelict was...
Yeah, probably a betrayal game.
Suddenly, it was all over. But we've got to bounce back. We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Mia? She was handy with that drone. Stopped the whole thing blowing up in our faces. Or Eugene. He's a loudmouth, but he's tough as hell. Although he did forget to tell us about Vesna. Or we find someone new, but new crew have new problems. The belt is wide, Sleeper. So whatever comes at us next, just remember, nothing in the belt ever runs smooth.
Yeah, I don't see myself getting into that one. Well, that was weird. This one is... It feels like it has like 3 different art styles. It's kind of all over. An SMT game? Actually, with the title like Demon School? Yeah, maybe. Oh, they're gonna tell us more, I guess. No, they're not. Just kidding. Unreal 2. I think I got that one free on Epic Games Store one time, and then I never played it. The first one, I mean. Oh, it's like Stardew? On this one? Yeah, maybe. I guess I didn't play Stardew. Oh, the other one. Okay. Some of those shots of the game seem like something you would have seen on Newgrounds.
Wish you could keep track of all the games you're seeing on the PC Gaming Show? Well, that's exactly what wishlists are for. The PC Gaming Show Steam page is a one-stop shop where you can fill up your wishlist with every single game we're featuring on our show. Make it quick,
Okay,
though.
that's actually
We've
kinda
got
convenient.
An unbeatable trailer coming up.
It's actually
That's
convenient that they
no
did that.
exaggeration. It really is unbeatable.
I say the lines, the syllables, got it memorized so I can make you stop. You treat me like a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
Oh, it's a rhythm game. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's more than a rhythm game. What was that just there? Running on rails? A game of music is illegal and you do crimes. There's probably no better genre for that too than punk. Cyber Zerger. With the moose. Yeah. Okay, Odenfall. Man, there are a lot of games like this. I suppose they're easy to make. I have no idea. Actually, I have no idea, like, if these are like indie games or what. I would think there would be a lot more indie games in the PC showcase than compared to, like, you know, any other showcase. That thing looks mean. No, there are two of them. Core Keeper. Apparently that one's early access right now, I'm guessing.
Of exciting news. Core Keeper's upcoming 1.0 launch and twin stick shooters Odenfall coming to early access later this year.
Oh, you've heard of that
Mika,
one.
I can't wait to show everyone our next game, and it's so exciting. I'm gonna need to stand up for this. You should stand up too.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. It's hard to think of a better combination than the team behind the gloriously gory medieval warfare slasher Chivalry 2 and this classic zombie survival horror game that started out as a mod for Half-Life 2.
Brace yourself for 8-player co-op, permadeath, and the terrifying cinematic
you lost me at
experience
permadeath.
of No More Room in Hell. So let's take a look.
Oh. Yeah, you're gonna want to sit down for this.
But I just stood up.
No More Room in Hell 2 is a permadeath horror co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons, and you're exploring in the dark, and you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons to get some safety.
Dude, that's even worse. Oh man, permadeath, and you might just
6 players, 8 players, up to that final
Oh, did it?
showdown at the
Gas?
power plant. Where hordes
I mean, the
of
name's
zombies are pouring
familiar.
in and using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first thing we focused on, being Torn Banner. We want that game feel just really intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every run is different. We're looking at how do we deliver the Hollywood cinematic experiences. You know, how do we put you in a place that you've never been before, but you've always wanted to be. It's like a co-op game with consequences.
Oh, I definitely do not want to
And
be in
the
a
fun
place like
becomes,
this.
How long can I survive the zombie apocalypse?
That's a bear. That's a bear. So, experimenting flat Chivalry 2. Oh, they want to stretch their legs? Yeah. Chivalry 2 also sounds familiar. I'm guessing this one's a co-op multiplayer, or not co-op, but a competitive multiplayer, like team-based.
Take the electrotube to your radio transmitter.
An electro cube. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stridon. Oh, you can play it tomorrow. Russians killing obscure Nazi cults, yeah. I guess this is gonna be like they're just throwing a bunch of stuff at us at once. There's way too many bright colors. Dress up your arms, huh? Yeah, your robot arms.
Peggy 18.
Provisional. I don't even know what that means. Oh, in that context. Death Sprint. It's like a parkour racing game with some death traps. Yeah. It would certainly be interesting. I'd be willing to try that one out. Yeah.
Gore meets parkour in Death Sprint 66. And here I thought the worst thing that could happen while jogging is jogging. Now, you've heard of motorbikes and motor boats, but how about motor brooms? In Crescent County, you can escape to a beautiful and wholesome island of witches, where you don't just fly around on boring old wooden brooms. You soup them up, trick them out, and use them for drifting, racing, and running a high-speed delivery service. Let's take a
Wait for more
visit
on Death
to
Sprint.
Crescent
Yeah.
County.
Hot rod broomsticks. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is. It's the tone they're setting with the music too. It's... Got to be able to customize your bedroom too, you know, because that's... Crescent County.
And now I'm beyond lucky to be joined by Crescent County's creative director, Anna Hollenreich. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here.
Now, that was a lovely trailer, and I'd love if you could just walk us through a little more of what we just saw.
It's kind of if you imagine Kiki's Delivery Service meets the Bikes of Kira, set on a rural Witch Tech island. It's a game about finding yourself kind of as a proto-adult, and I'm really interested in this question of how do you find home in a new space? How does a place become yours? By day, you're driving around the island, making deliveries to the locals, and then by night, you're racing around the island with the characters that you've befriended along the way, or, I don't know, maybe you want to get one of the characters to date you, but you need a bed frame because they have self-respect.
It's insane. You took some personal experiences into this. It's so real. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about where the idea for Crescent County came from.
It's inspired by my first ever proper video games job where I moved to the Isle of Wight. I couldn't stop doing this Witch Tech mashup. I couldn't stop drawing it. I was going to Comic-Cons, I was selling art about it, and I've been working in big teams on things like Fall Guys. But I knew that if I didn't launch myself out into the unknown, I would never forgive myself.
So you're taking this big leap into making this game, and it's in the cozy genre. What sets your game apart from those?
So this is a delivery life sim game, right? But it's also got underground motorhome street racing in it. I really love genre mashups. I think that they're so interesting. And I love making worlds that feel warm and lived in and loved, where people feel, you know, relaxed and safe. But also, if you want to amp things up, you can trick out your motor broom to the point where you're almost flying and smash into your friends with all your sigil sticker powers.
What about it excites you the most, though?
We're really interested in making this island feel very relaxing to drive around, but also hiding all of these little shortcuts and jumps and boosts all over the place so that it can be just as intense and chaotic sometimes as well.
Where can everyone get their hands on Crescent County?
So this game means the absolute world to us. It's a bit of my heart, it's a bit of my soul, and if it interests you, please add it to your wish list.
I hope it has Need for Speed style, like, cop chases
Crescent
with
County
like actual
looks
with cops
amazing,
that
Sean,
have like
and it is
witches
just
with
oozing
sirens
with
on them.
charm.
That'd be
I'm
funny.
definitely making room for it at the top of my wish list.
And if you want to wishlist Crescent County and all the other great games you've seen on our show today, they're all located in one place, the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Okay, it's time to put the brooms away as we take a look at some other wickedly good releases.
Oh, that was weird. I guess that's kind of a neat idea because people, you know, ship in a bottle. Very typical, like classic, I guess, hobby, you could say. Forgotten
My name is
Scenes.
Sam Walker, and I am the last man standing.
Oh, the link
I
for
steel
the Steam
myself
page.
for what's to come. I may not survive this, but at least I'll go down fighting.
Does that work in
Fighting for a
chat?
chance to make things right,
Oh.
even if it's too little, too late.
Oh, whoops! I missed what that was about. Oh well. It's just a teaser anyway. G.I. Joe game? Are you serious? That's so random. An old school beat 'em up too. Was this originally a game and it's a remaster or what? Well, no, it just says Wrath of Cobra. It must be a new one. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, the TMT Switch game. I mean, I'm not huge on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe. That one looks cozy. You don't need, yeah. Well, yeah, I know it's a beat 'em up. I suppose maybe. That one could have looked like a thing I'd do for like a day. It's a military city building strategy type thing. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Not much to say about that. I'd do whatever that was about.
On the journey, my child, and find your voice. For it is the sound of the instrument that soothes your father.
I don't know where to go, where to search for it.
Play a note at the melody world. A great sight one can cast. Other worse, whereby the heavy cup of wine one can cast.
It's, oh, wait. Maybe I know what this is. Yeah, Cat Quest. Yeah, that's it. I knew that's not. I knew that looked familiar. I haven't played them, I just know of them.
Hello, my name is Nicole He, and I'm working with Nereal and Devolver Digital to make the world's first first-person shooter, The Crush House. So in the game, you've been hired to produce 1999's hottest reality show, and your job is to choose the cast, film the drama, and give the audience what they are thirsting for. But remember,
You're making a
never,
reality
ever
dating show.
speak to the
Oh.
talent. Anyway, all the different audience groups want
What,
to see different
guys?
things, so let's see who's tuning in today.
Oh, those
All right,
are like
we've
the
got
demographics
divorce
that watch the
scads.
show.
They want to see
Okay.
romances, meat on the grill, strong male emotions, you know, divorce dad stuff. And the fish freaks are here. We've earned money from ads, so let's put some fish in the tank for them. This is normal for reality TV. And the film students are watching, and they want to see all of this at a Dutch angle, of course. Hold on, butt guys in the chat, let's see what they have to say. Pants are a prison for the ass, if that's what you want to know. You know, if we combo all the different things that they want to see in frame together, the ratings will go up even more. Chat is loving it. And no matter how crazy the audience requests are, we have to satisfy them or else the show will be canceled.
Oh no.
But don't worry if things do go wrong. This is reality TV after all. Just
make a new one.
cast, start the season over, and maybe this time we'll make it to the series finale of The Crush House.
That is such a crazy, man, that's such a crazy idea. Is Animal Crossing without the animals? It's just crossing. Oh, they got go-karts though. Animal Crossing doesn't have go-karts, I'll give them that. Oh wait, there's an animal. Okay. Go Town. Okay, they do have animals. Never mind. I guess it's Animal Crossing. Star Trucker. I'm not sure that being in space would make a truck simulator more interesting to me. It's your job now? Yeah. I'm gonna come home from a long day of deliveries to play a game about deliveries.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
It's another boomer shooter.
Trust me when I say I know what it's
Was
like
it a
to wait
Spirited
for
Away
big
game? Did I
release
just
to
space out and not
arrive.
notice?
This particular download
I was just
has
waiting
been
for the-
killing for months. But fans of extraction shooters, and I'm talking about the extraction shooter, the one that kicked off an entirely new genre, don't have much longer to wait. Multiplayer FPS Escape from Tarkov has been in beta since 2017, but is
Don't
now
care.
preparing for its heralded 1.0 release. Here's a look at what's coming when the granddaddy
Yeah,
of
exactly.
extraction
We'll see it.
shooters
I was
goes
just waiting
gold.
for them to actually show stuff. Maybe they just think people are going to get bored, and that's why they have a... Here's what's coming up in like the next 15 minutes.
Давненько не заходил. Куда пропадал-то? Так ты на арену поддался, но все равно вернулся, да? Чемпион.
It's the new media strategy. Oh. Yeah, new media strategy. I think it is just because they think people will get bored. And they're like, no, wait. Like, they gotta, like, keep you from clicking off if you've seen too many things you don't care about, you know what I mean? I kind of get it. I kind of get it. But
И пока неизвестно, чем все это закончится.
I heard these devs really, like, screwed up and pissed off a lot of their longtime fans. Basically having a Ultimate Collector's Edition and then being like, oh yeah, just kidding, we're actually going to have an even more expensive Ultimate Collector's Edition. The one you bought, the $150 one you bought actually isn't good. Like, you're going to have to spend another $100 to get the real Ultimate Collector's Edition to get everything. I was like, oh my god, like, they screwed up so bad. It was so bad. Everybody was so pissed, and rightly so.
Сбежать из Таркова.
platformer without a jump button? Skill not included. You'll figure it out. Explosions required. Oh, this looks like a super... This is definitely like one of those filter games. Like, a lot of people who get frustrated and give up, I can tell. I would definitely be one of them. Explodey.
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you. As long as Ooh is free, your world is in
Flintlock.
peril. Help me seal him away. Stem the tide of destruction. It's the least you can do.
Oh, it's actually called Flintlock. I didn't know that. I was just because they showed a flintlock pistol. I was like, oh, Flintlock.
You're in my way. Let's go.
That one's oh. Actually, yeah, this looks interesting. Now, oh my god, could you imagine like a racing game where you race in tanks? There's a PS1 game where you race in a like fighter aircraft. That was an interesting one. One with tanks that would be neat, actually.
You have 10 seconds. Destroy these damn robots. Okay, boss. Roger. To take care of our bud.
It definitely looks like a game for people with ADD. ADHD, whatever.
This game blows your mind.
I'm from the 90s, I still say ADD.
Mullet Mad Jack.
Sean, I am sad to say it, but we're not a million miles away from the end of our show.
What? Already?
It's only been 90
Sean, are you about
minutes.
to yell no and dramatically wave your fist at the
No,
sky?
no, I just thought I was going to sneeze. Anyways, as you were saying.
Right, well, we don't have much left in the show, so it's time to...
Sorry, it turns out I am allergic to shows nearing conclusion.
Well, as I was saying, it is time to share something very special. We are living in a golden age of city builders, and there's something out there for everyone. Strategy, survival, puzzle games, co-op, there are even some really great, cozy, no-stress city builders.
And it's true. But even with all the city builders I played, I can honestly say that we've never seen one quite like this. From a very talented team of developers who made games like Mark of the Ninja and Gone Home, let's watch the world premiere of Generation Exile.
Our generation ship
was to travel hundreds of years across the stars so we could build a new
Did the stream
world
just
for
blink?
humanity. We had tried to restore Earth's ravaged ecology. The desperate solution nearly wiped us out instead. And now it's on the ship. And it's growing. There are only a few thousand of us left, and we cannot repeat the past. In our ship's closed ecosystems, resources are finite. Nothing can go to waste. Every bit of scrap needs to be salvaged, reclaimed, and repurposed into what we need to survive. Materials, food, water,
Urine.
air. We might not always work well with each other. We might squabble, we might stumble, but we are all we have. As we're building a balanced ecosystem, years will go by like minutes. We must adapt to each other and to the unknown. We're not just learning to build a sustainable future. Everyone on board is living their own story, and your story will be different from mine. Can we escape the mistakes that drove us from our home? Because every decision we make now will determine if humanity earns a second chance.
It's whatever to me. I did feel like, you know, I felt like half of the PC games probably wouldn't be my cup of tea, but despite literally
Generation
basically
Exile
being a
is
PC gamer.
a sustainable solarpunk city builder with a reactive emergent narrative that changes every single time the game is played. You are aboard a generation ship traveling for several hundred years, leaving a ecologically ravaged Earth behind, attempting to find a new home for humanity. So rather than repeat the failings of Earth in the past, you need to find a new way to develop a society that is sustainable and can thrive.
Your job is to make sure that you shepherd humanity successfully to the destination planet, and that they live to get there, and there's enough people to keep humanity going.
Players' goals differ a bit from traditional recognizable city builders, where yes, you know, you're still having to provide the basics for your society, food, shelter, clean water, but there's kind of this unquestioned notion that we see both in a lot of strategy games, but also just in the world around us, where it's like, oh, well, when we need more resources, we can just keep extracting, we can just keep growing and growing and growing. It's simply not possible to keep expanding forever. And that is a thematic element of the game for sure, but part of that has come from just looking at the industry around us, where all the goals are just like, what are the returns for the next quarter? You know, we see the harm that is caused by that single-minded focus on how can we extract as much value in the short term. And the people who are harmed the most by that are the thousands of people who in the last 6-8 months have lost their jobs, right? So as you make your way through the game and progress through the game, rather than just infinitely getting bigger, it's about becoming more regenerative, to like use only what you have around you because there's no external source of anything else.
Fundamentally, you're on a spaceship. You got what you got.
What we wanted to achieve is to take a relatively recognizable set of city building mechanic, but having more narrative and story elements there as well. Because the thing that is so rich about city builders is that they're so systems dense, and that game state is all very much driven by the choices and decisions that the player is making. But the opportunity then we saw is to look at all that in the city building layer game state, and then
Drag it out into the narrative.
Exactly.
Kicking and screaming.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
Where rather than, you know, just like everyone's gonna play through the game and at turn 15, this thing happens, then at turn 25, this thing happens. Instead, you can just have authored narrative events that are reactive to whatever choices you've made, like weird ecology things that are occurring aboard the vessel, or
they're situational.
various crises.
Yeah.
Small and large. We're able to provide the player the ability to make consequential specific decisions that are divorced from just the pure systems of the game, which then informs the events that will occur in the future, so that at the end, there will be echoes of the decisions you've made along the way. It should feel like the journey to get there is one that you uniquely experience, and the conditions that you finish with are ones that are reactive to all the decisions you made leading up to that point. The game can be wish-listed right now on Steam, and folks can also just go to sonderlastudios.com to sign up for our newsletter and learn more as we roll things out. There'll be more delicious tidbits in there
Will they be delicious?
They'll be delicious.
How delicious?
Okay, they did put some real thought into like how do we expand on what people are used to, and then like even like kind of give it more of a narrative. I guess you're not really
huge
used to a
thanks the good
narrative
folks at
necessarily in a
Sonderlust for
city
letting us
building
take a
game.
look inside their
As
new
far as I know.
sci-fi city builder, Generation Exile.
It looks incredible, and the amount of love and work the team have put into it really shines through.
Now look, we are under no illusion that this last year has been incredibly difficult for so many developers in the face of thousands of layoffs and countless studio closures.
Today, we are so grateful that we have the chance to put a spotlight on many people really continuing to make games in the face of uncertainty.
And if there's any game you saw in our show or in any of the other many showcases, we encourage you to purchase or even just wish list any of the games for developers that you care about. It goes a long way.
Next up, you'd think the sight of a house standing up and walking around
I know
on
this
two
one.
weird
I did a short on
massive
this
chicken
like
legs would be
a couple years ago.
horrifying.
Oh, it's coming
But
out?
when you realize it's taking some heavy witch vibes from everyone's favorite Slavic folklore character, Baba Yaga, it's actually pretty awesome. Reka is the base building exploration game you'd curse yourself for missing.
I definitely want to know more about this one. I didn't expect to see this one. At the showcase, I mean. He was just waving the trees to cut in half. Oh, and then you build new ones. Or build new ones. You grow new ones. The impression I got with this one is that it was probably going to be a pretty chill one too, not like a hardcore like survival one, even though it's like crafting and stuff. Oh, early access in August. Good. It's been a while. It's been like a couple of years. Almost a couple of years, not quite. I'm guessing an escape game? Maybe? No, maybe not. No, I'm thinking of an escape room. That's always just a room. This is more. What? I got like almost nothing from that.
We aren't the only ones celebrating an anniversary. iBuyPower is hitting a major milestone of their own, having been around for 25 years.
Oh, that is a long time. Wow, I did
iBuyPower
not
is
realize.
a fully independent and leading manufacturer of high-performance pre-built and custom gaming PCs based in North America. As a special thanks for 25 years of powering the
Good for
PC
them.
gaming community, iBuyPower is giving away one of their official VCT Americas PCs, the RDY Y70 Valorant VCT AR002.
It's the fish tank.
This bad boy boasts a hefty AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D CPU, a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti, and 32 gigs of DDR5
Yeah, that probably is a decent one.
MHz RAM.
Yeah, that's definitely a decent sounding
Did I
PC.
also mention it's got iBuyPower's 240mm RGB liquid cooling unit? For your chance to win, head over to pcgamer.com/survey. And now, back to more trailers.
Sign up for that one if you want to try and get a free PC.
Meet the Lock Creatures. Their language brings them to life and expands their society. Learn and spell their words, each with its own special ability to change the environment in deep and surprising ways.
I thought this was like crossword at first, but
Play the Lock Digital demo available today.
In a world where the top special forces operatives are all just wizards for some reason, one team is unstoppable. Not yours. Hers. The Black Ops Chronomancer. Her team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to the brink of war. And only one group of mismatched rejects stands in her way. A disgraced retired Navy seer who can see every possible future, but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Witch, a private investigator whose mastery of lightning is devastating, unless her enemies aren't standing near windows. The Necromedic, a surgeon who turned to necromancy when she lost her medical license. She can heal you, but she'll have to kill you first. The Rebel Riot Priest, your heavy support. Faith is her armor. But she is also wearing actual armor. Together, there's no threat they can't stop. As long as they can get there by public transport, they can rewind every time they screw it up. And there's an easy mode if they need it. Tactical Breach Wizards. Coming to Steam August 20th.
That's...
Demo available
I'm
now.
not into that kind of gameplay.
Also, could you wish list it, please?
But
Thanks.
everything else about it was making me think about it. Like maybe,
What a
heart,
show so far.
maybe.
I'm absolutely loving it. And don't forget, you can do more than just watch this amazing lineup of games. You can play them too. Visit the PC Gaming Show Steam page to wishlist all the titles you've seen on today's show, all in one convenient, clickable place.
That's not playing them though.
Now, do you love history?
Playing the click button.
Do you also love lists with between 9 and 11 items on them? Then today is your day. For our 10th anniversary, we've counted down the 10 biggest moments in PC gaming over the past decade. You can see where your favourite moments landed by visiting pcgamer.com/10. Right, time to grab some friends and head for the sky, where
I have
you
a feeling
can
the
turn
games
floating
are,
islands
they're done
into
showing
personal
games,
skyships
but
and soar
I'll
through the
watch just in
clouds.
case.
It's co-op survival craft made cozy. Here's an uplifting look at Aloft.
Oh no, we are showing more. I thought they were doing something else.
Hello, I'm Manuel Bergeron, founder and creative director of Astrolab Interactive. It is my greatest pleasure to announce that we just launched a new multiplayer demo for our game Aloft, a sandbox survival game set in the sky. Take a look at our new trailer for a few more surprises. Enjoy.
I feel like we have so many sandbox survivals at this point that yeah, a lot of them have to really try and stand out from each other. Gliding around on different sky islands is certainly a unique twist that I actually find I find that interesting, actually. Imagine having a Game Boy where you can shock yourself from the back, just an open electrical current. Oh, what? Oh, wait. Is it, they do, what? Are you like playing, you're playing the same game as a 2D game and as a first-person shooter, well, not shooter, but, and as a first-person platformer. Like, what the heck? That's trippy. Oh, that would give me a headache. Oh man, like you gotta look at one or the other. I cannot just. It's hard to like disorient me, but that might do it. I mean, I play VR games, and that still might disorient me. Screenbound. Another game that I feel like I would lose a lot. I feel like I lose a day to a game like this. It's like the kind of gameplay where like you just, I can't remember the name. There's a phenomenon for like, you just think like just one more thing. I'll just do one more thing, just one more thing, and then it's been like another 2 hours. There's a name for that phenomenon, but I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just a colloquial term anyway, not like a medical term. But... Hotel Galactic. I don't even know if I need to say the names, I just feel compelled to when they show up.
To my rig. I can sort this, right? I just need time.
Don't you answer me back!
You're fired. You hear me? Fired.
Jesus, Gregor! Gregor!
Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one. Yeah, I guess I have something besides Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 to look forward to from
Dude,
them.
Hotel Galactic looks so cute, right?
Oh my god, it does. And honestly, I would just love to manage a bed and breakfast for alien travelers. I just worry that my quaint taste and timeless valence bedspreads just might not be suitable for interdimensional species tastes. I don't know. What do you think, Mika?
Sean, look at me. If anybody can create the cutest bed and breakfast for interdimensional space beings, it's you. It's this guy.
Oh, you always care, Mika.
Oh, I know I do. And you know what else I care a great deal about? It's the developers at the Chinese Room getting back to their roots for more first-person horror. Still Wakes the Deep looks atmospheric as hell and positively chilling.
Amen to that, Mika. And hey, speaking of chilling, get ready to side-scroll your way through a 2.5D post-apocalyptic zombie survival with Into the Dead.
Set in 1980s Texas, you are charged with gathering resources, managing party members, and crafting items, all whilst hordes of killer zombies try to chomp down on your brains.
And what's worst of all is that this is taking place during a scorching heat wave.
Oh my god, and as someone who lives in California, I can confirm that's way worse than zombies.
I feel you. I mean, my family's Irish. I get sunburned by the moon.
Trauma gained. You have to deal with trauma. I wonder how that plays into it.
Hi PC Gaming Showcase, I'm Tanya from KitFox Games, and I'm here to show you 3 different games today. So let's start with Dwarf Fortress.
Hi, I'm Zach Adams.
And I'm Tarn Adams. We're the co-creators of Dwarf Fortress, inviting you to play Adventure Mode in open beta.
And we'll be adding tutorials and demigods later this summer.
That sounds familiar.
While you're waiting, you can play Caves of Qud, the most intricate roguelike ever made.
Hello, we're Brian
and Jason, co-creators of Caves of Qud. After 15 years, the game is getting its 1.0 release later this year. But out today is the
Wait,
spring
did he say
molting
15
patch with
years?
all new UI. Live and drink.
And our
He did
final piece
not.
of news today
No
is
way.
a whole new game to announce, a world premiere for the PC Gaming
I had to have heard that
Showcase,
wrong.
Streets of Fortuna.
Fortuna. I like tuna.
How will you survive in Fortuna? Will you be a thief? A cook? A smuggler? an artisan, a trader. The city is a richly generated sandbox, each citizen living their simulated life. Use knowledge to your advantage, romantically or politically. Live your other life in Streets of Fortuna.
Ransacking the market. Fortuna. Diesel Punk, that's a... You see all kinds of cyberpunk games. You don't really see Diesel Punk. You would sooner see steampunk than diesel punk. I'm kind of surprised by that. Grit and Valor, 1949. Something about that face there.
That was the rise of the
Service
Golden
weird.
Idol, once again inviting you to unravel the truth being a tangled mystery. Now, take a look at a game from our friends at Hooded Horse that combines turn-based strategy with real-time exploration. Here's the new trailer for Every Day We Fight.
Oh my god, if I was smart, I could have been writing down the ones that were interesting to me for shorts. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. You think I would have my act together after, like, what, 4 years?
The Rifters came. They put a dome over the city. Suddenly, almost everyone was frozen. Just a few of us were left.
Not soldiers, just ordinary people.
You know what? I never used to like guns.
I really thought they were gonna say turning ordinary people into zombies. And just so many zombie games that never ends.
Are we alive? I could swear I just got killed.
I think we jumped back in time.
It's like going from strategy or like real time to actually aiming and shooting your gun reminds me of Valkyria Chronicles. Vaguely. Every day we fight 5, 10, 15, 18. Right? Oh, cozy Japanese game? Question mark? You fly around as like an owl. Manage your farm in a world of yokai. Oh, I love the music, that's for sure. Friendships and romances? Tales of Seikyu. Seikyu. Right? seems a bit rough around the edges, but it says work in progress, so. Island wins. I mean, it still seems interesting. Let's see how it looks in a year. Oh my god. Trying to appeal to the like 20 people that played no, it kind of reminds me of oh my god, what game am I thinking of? I literally owned it when I was a kid. Wipeout. That's the one. It kind of reminds me of Wipeout, but also because of the motorbikes. What was that one that was on the Nintendo 64? Wave Runner or something? I don't. Was it called Wave Runner? Or something like that. I don't know. It reminds me of something in that vein. I'm actually surprised I saw so many pixel art games and not more like PS1 style looking games. Because that's been a big thing for a few years now. Stormforge. It looked like a combat, probably, hack and slash maybe. But that also kind of looked like a cinematic trailer, not really. Unless there was gameplay, I don't know. I was talking and
Hi everyone.
Wasn't really paying
This is
attention.
Dave, community manager on Windblown, the upcoming action roguelike from Motion Twin,
Windblown.
the creators of Dead Cells.
Oh, roguelike.
These cute characters here are the Leapers, who live in the Ark, a
I
peaceful
didn't-
village now
oh.
threatened by a massive vortex of doom. So, they train up and become fearless warriors to fight back in an attempt to save their world. Using a cool thruster, you can dash at lightning speed, letting you dart across the stage, dodge out of enemy attacks, or find new areas and secrets. Through each run, you'll be able to equip different gear and upgrades, creating powerful synergies between them. For example, switching weapons at the end of a combo will let you unleash a super powerful move called an ultra attack, if you can time it right. Jump online with up to 2 other players, meaning you can mix your builds with your friends and find the best combinations to carry you through the diverse biomes. Windblown will launch later this year into Steam Early Access. Player feedback is super important to help us craft a game that you guys will love to play. So join us on Steam for the latest
I love
updates
when
and
devs
information
just like
and how
actually
you can join
listen
in
to
on
the
the
people
fun.
that are playing
See you
it.
soon in Windblown.
That game definitely has an audience.
Folks, we are in
I'm
the
sure.
final stretch of the 10th anniversary PC Gaming Show, but that doesn't mean we are winding down. We are, in fact, amping up.
That's right! We're wrapping things up today with not one, but 2 world premiere trailers in a row.
World
It's like buy one, get
premiere.
one free world premieres.
No, Sean. That coupon expired in 1989, so we won't be
Oh,
getting
well, that's too bad, except, look at this! This is our 10th PC Gaming Show, which means I get a free world premiere.
Look at this guy! Thanks to Sean's Grandmaster level card play, let's check out 2 big world premiere trailers to cap off our show.
World premiere. It's so fun to say. I don't know why that's fun to say, but it is. With your friends, do they mean there's multiplayer? Because that's something Cult of the Lamb doesn't have, I don't think. I didn't play Cult of the Lamb, I just know it exists. I also know it almost got pulled from Steam when Unity tried to dick over any developer who was using Unity. Worship. It's a pretty straightforward name. Who am I? They call you that. Cannon blasting, boat riding, boss killing, gunboat. Oh god, is that what it said? Probably. Oh, yep. Gunboat God. They're starting to add please in now when they want us to wish list.
PC way,
But
and we're especially thrilled that you could join us for our 10th anniversary show. And I mean, if you've been tuning in to watch our show for 10 years straight, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you.
low-key kind of wish I
And if
had,
this
but
is your
whatever.
first time watching, just watch the show like 10, 20 more times.
It was like
Make a
10
promo
years
if you
ago that I
missed
got
and
my
for the
first gaming
That's
PC, actually.
100% how the coupon works.
Right, and the punch card.
I think. Yeah?
And we can't
Yeah.
forget to say goodbye to our brave captain
Yeah,
of the
actually,
watch
it has been
party,
10
the
years. It was 10
amazing
years ago.
Frankie Ward.
Guys, it's been a great show and
That's
I
weird.
had an absolute blast. Before we go, we also want to give a huge thank you to all the game developers, artists, designers, writers, voice actors, and everyone else out there working so hard day after day to create games we all play and love. We appreciate every single one of you.
Absolutely, Frankie. And don't forget that you guys at home can wishlist every game you saw on our show today by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Thank you so much again, everyone, and we'll see you again in November for the PC Gaming Show Most Wanted.
Heck yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, well, that was... There was a good amount of interesting games in that one. Like, nothing that, like, totally blew my mind.
Goodbye now.
Bye.
Or at least, like, what happened. I don't know. There was a lot of interesting stuff. For sure.
Fantasy world of post-apocalyptic
I'm gonna have to go back and look at
vibes.
the... I'm gonna have to go back and look at their
Let's
wish
go
list
back. Get this
page.
camera away from me. We're going back to the start. Here it comes. I got it. This is the tape.
Partly to
I've got us
actually
a
wish
little
list
cake to celebrate.
things myself, but also partly to find things to make sure it's about. Oh, I'm gonna have no shortage of things to make sure it's about. Now after this happened, like I have no excuse. I think I'm going to make a bunch right now. I kind of hoped I'd have time to play something after that, but it's yeah, I have other projects to work on. Yeah, a bunch of shorts for the week. Probably in the next couple of weeks, honestly. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're closing the chat. That I just saw something kind of weird there. Okay, anyway. Close that too. Oh my god. Oh, and then you see things I was working on. Oh no, you won't. It's black screen. Okay, anyway, thank you for joining me today. Lovelies. Yep, I'm gonna go do projects. You know, got shorts coming up for the week or whatever. I will see you lovelies later. Johnny.